Hello guys, welcome back to another Creative Cook video, and today, as you have seen in the thumbnail, we are making bucket hats for the very first time. So don't forget to like and subscribe and share with all your friends and family. Let's head into it.
Now you're probably asking yourself, why bucket hats, Kirk? Well, let me tell you the whole story. So basically, a long time ago when my mom was young, she and her mom always used to sew. They were like the ultimate duo, and basically they used to collect loads and loads of material, cloth, old clothes, jeans, and put it in these old suitcases, which are now located in my house. So I had the idea of starting my own business and making bucket hats. So that's basically where the root of this all started. As you guys have probably noticed, I just learned how to sew like 2 days ago, and I would like to say that I'm qualified because I made this Peter Pan pouch today. As you guys have seen in the thumbnail, we'll be attempting to make one of these. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Before you start sewing, you actually need 3 patterns, which consist of the top piece, which you'll find on top of your head, and then the brim, which is on the edge of the hat, and then the middle piece, which goes around your head. So I decided to start with the middle piece to cut out, but now I just need to find some fabric. Now that we have successfully found our fabric, we have to move on to cutting out the patterns. Now this part was for me very difficult because you have to have 2 cutouts for each pattern except for the top part, and the patterns would slide when you cut them, and my scissors weren't the sharpest, and the pins would always poke you in the fingers, but we got through it. Soon after, I finished cutting the rest of the patterns, and it was time for me to head to the sewing machine. And finally, I had all the components I needed to head to my sewing machine. This was definitely the most fun experience of the whole sewing my hat procedure, because I could actually work with a machine and see my bucket hat come to life. Oh wait, something's not right. Oh, I ran out of thread. Let me refill it quickly. By now I had finally finished the piece surrounding my head, and I needed to sew the top piece together next. It was quite a mission sewing those pieces together, especially going around in an almost perfect circle. But we still have one more piece to sew together. And a piece of advice from me to those who want to sew their own bucket hats: when you do face this challenge, it's better just to go slow. Sadly, I lost the last bit of my footage, but I did finish the bucket hat and it looks amazing. But I gave it to someone as a gift. However, I do have some of my other bucket hats to show for it. So I have these, and I've made these using the same patterns as the last one. Each of them take me about 2 hours just to make, and it's such a useful skill to have, especially if you have 2 sewing machines just lying around waiting for them to be used, and tons of fabric. I mean, that's easy money and a new skill to learn, so why not just learn that? But overall, this was an amazing experience, and I got to learn a new skill, and I would really recommend sewing. It's actually quite fun. It doesn't matter if it's for boys or girls, like who cares? It's cool. But yeah, now I can wear bucket hats. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for helping me get to that 500 subscriber goal. Woohoo! By the end of 2022, we did it. And yeah, what's the next goal?
1,000 subscribers.